This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Northeast Ohio, here is a welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, Shawn Porter. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 107 career victories. Introducing El Gran Campeón Mexicano, Julio, Cesar, Chaves.
And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a look. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? These two were made for each other. Nice counter. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. Want to cool you down, want to ice you back, want to give you instructions in your head, and want to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That left hook missed. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. They got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judge...
Here we go, it's round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Beautiful counter shot. We wanted action, and they are delivering. He threw a punch and just got countered. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their goal, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about about Shawn Porter in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. Let's get it started in round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. Just missed with that hook. Straight right, just misses. Shawn Porter just got rocked. Down goes Shawn Porter. Oh my goodness. I want to see that one more time.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Perfect counter shot. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked. And there's the bell to start round 4. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Stamina is off the charts. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Couldn't land that jab. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
swinging big and missing big with that hook. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Nobody home with that hook. Well done with that counter shot. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. Oh, and the grand champion might go down. A much better game plan here.
Now they've got to wake up, they've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Shawn in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no... Let's start the 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you... Hold that thought! Uh-oh, Porter is on wobbly legs. And Porter goes down. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Well, then look at his corner, look for instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Shawn in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. Here we go. It's round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. That counter punch caught him clean. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this battle?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident. that they know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The perfect counter lands. They exchange punches. That hook won't score. When are we going to see a jab from these two? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Chaves in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym. Round 8, and we're off again. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
There's a counter shot. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Punch, counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards.